I'm gonna walk y'all through it. I'm gonna talk y'all through what I'm doing. I'm zooming out a little bit to see what kind of trend we're at. We're obviously in a downtrend. We're dropping. This is a big drop right here. Broke this level. This level got broken. So we're obviously in some form of a downtrend at the time being. So that's okay. Got that down. Now I'm looking at where price is at currently. I see prices right here. So now I'm trying to identify the levels closest to this price. So this right here, this wick right here is always going to, wicks like this always stand out to me because if you really understand, this is the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, after price touched this, it shot up all the way to right here and rejected. It went all the way to here, honestly. Well, no, because it's a red candle. So it shot down and then rejected and then closed here. Then the next day it started here and then went up. But price hit here and then shot up that quick during the daily time frame. Now this could have happened in an hour, could have happened in 2 hours, but this happened in a day. So price went down here and rejected like this in a day. So when price rejects like this, especially on the daily time frame, I automatically put a line to it. And then I zoom out to see what I'll find with this line. Sometimes I'll see it immediately. Sometimes you got to scroll. But based off that one line, what do I see here? I see how price reacted to this. Again, this is the daily time frame. So when price hit this level, it rejected and shot back up. So that's telling me that there's pressure there and it touched something. Now I can kind of see what it touched. It touched this level because this right here is a level. Where this lines up, I'm looking at these three candles. The reason why that's a level is because it went down and it shot up. So there's a space there. And we see this on smaller time frames. So when it touched that, it did one of the three things price does: respects, rejects, or plays in the zone. It rejected it. So once it hit this level of traffic, it rejected. So theoretically, when price hits this again, there's a chance of rejection. But that's the first thing I do. I mark that stuff off. Now I probably won't have that as a thing. I probably will have it like right here. I'll just keep that in mind. And then my next one, I'm looking at these wicks right here. All these rejection wicks. And the price literally stayed in the same level, the same price range for the past 4 or 5 days. And also, these wicks literally ended at the top of this candle. It's just crazy how all these coincidences. I'm just pointing out all these cool. It's been an hour. I've done nothing but just point out all these bizarre coincidences in the market. Like this shit's literally a code. It's set up this way to literally fuck people up. And the people that are fucking up are the people that don't go in the daily time frame, don't trade off the daily time frame. They trade off the smaller time frames. And if you trade off the smaller time frames, what be happening? You get wicked out, the price goes your way, you're drawn out, this, that. There's a reason why. It's a lot, it gets deep. I'm not gonna go too deep in this Zoom call because I'm trying to just show you the basics. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get too complicated, throw too much info at once. Okay, so this is the important stuff. How to read candles, identify zones. All the other stuff's important too, but this is the main thing. Once you understand this, then we can go to the other stuff. But just look how price, just look at it. Like I put a line here as this is craziness, but this is how I mark my zones up. So this is my two zones I would have marked up. And it's perfect for this because one, we're looking for sales. I could enter a sell right now if I wanted to, and then just go to sleep and then probably wake up to some money. Why I say that is because it's under a lot of levels of traffic. It already hit multiple TPs, but also because it hit multiple TPs, there's the risk of it rejecting at some certain point. And again, it's just such a coincidence at the middle of the zone. And I say this all the time. When it hits the middle of the zone, be careful. It's in the middle of the zone, watch your phone. Look at the middle of the zone. Look at how long price stayed in the middle of the zone here, how it stayed here, and how it rejected when it touched here. It's not a coincidence. So what I'd like to see is a retrace, come back up, touch the zone, then enter a sell. That'd be cool. But I'm about to go back on the daily time frame, mark up a few more candles, mark up a few more zones, so you kind of understand what I do. But if I just woke up or if I'm looking at a whole new chart, That's what I'll do first. I'm literally identifying the nearest zones nearby to where price is currently at. You get what I'm saying? So these are the two levels I'm looking at right here. This is obviously selling pressure, and obviously because the price started right here. So it didn't even start the zone. So price started right here. And it started at 0.0227. And it went all the way down to 0.0184, which is a good amount. That's like I'm just guessing. I know that's like 50 plus pips, I'm assuming. I could be off because I just did that in my head, but that's still a decent amount of pips for market just to open up and start. And you can see it's about to go back down to that price right now. But that's what I was saying, like enter sell and probably up some. Thing is, when it hits the middle of the zone, aka these wicks right here, it could get interesting because the day before it broke past that, but it rejected, shot back up. So I'd want to see it at least hit here, then hit here, then hit here. And if it breaks past that, then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just keep going. But also just look at again, another coincidence. Look at this red wick here. Then look at this green wick here. And then look at the dotted white line. I don't even have to say much else about that. It's just craziness. And this is why people are like, oh, Forex is scam, this and that. Like, kind of. If you don't know, if you don't have know the code, if you don't have the manual in your face, because this is how people get screwed over all the time. Because these zones, they just it's just craziness. But this is how they screw people over all the time. I have to adjust and tweak all the time, so it's like it's not going to be exactly perfect, and there's so many different levels on different time frames. So you just gotta play around with the trial and error, literally. What I look for is wicks, but I also look for where price literally went to at the over and over again, and how these candles are shaped. Like right here, this is a good one, but also this imbalance. I want to have this like as a whole zone itself. So I could do it like this because this wick right here shows me there's some pressure here too. That's why I'm also looking at it. Because when you see wicks like this, it takes a lot of pressure, buying, selling power, and the zones to make a wick do with that on any time frame, especially the daily time frame. I see stuff like that. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm marking that off just like that, just because the fact that there's so many wicks here and so many weird candlesticks in that area. And I'm marking this off because I'm looking right here, and I'm looking here, and I'm looking here, and it's like price. Not only that, but look at these wicks right here, how price react. Like, so this is a good level to have a zone at because price is reacting, responding to this price. So that's why I'm gonna have a line right there. And I'm gonna put a line right here too. Well, this is literally what I do. This is how I mark my zones up. Now we have a fully marked up zone.